Sure. I'm a little bit nervous. 안녕하세요. Can I speak Korean a little bit? Because I want to, yes. Maybe English better. My name is Sacharia, so I come from Cambodia. So I'm thanks for the member of the church who live in and support the Cambodia. So I am also grateful for invite me to visit to America, and I thank God that church members from my heart. For over 10 years, I have been thankful for support and pray for myself and my brother and sister in Cambodia. I want to thank to the elderim who the member of the church, Lighthouse Church sent for sharing gospels in Cambodia through the life of Jesus once. I think of elderim as my father because I receive a new life from him. Just as Gospels call Timothy his son in the Gospels. I also feel that God sent elderims to me, and through him I receive a gospel, a new life, and I call him that. The love of Jesus has given hope and changed many lives. I want to share many testimonies of what God has done in my life, but since it is Sunday, I will share just one. I have parents, but they divorced while I was in my mother's womb. So I live with my aunt who worked in an orphanage, and I also live in that orphanage. I was very poor and had hard life. When I was 10, I had to go to the lake, pick up lettuce flower, and find the vegetable to sell, and cook the noodle for the worker at construction sites to sell. During my middle and high school years, when the poor family had a baby, they would leave them at the orphanage gate. And since there was no one to take care of the baby, I took that opportunity to earn some pocket money to school supplies. My grades was not very good, but I managed to pass my high school graduation exam. After high school, a friend told me to apply a scholarship at IT school called CIST. To get the scholarship, I had to pass two math, English, and logic tests. On the exam day, I saw the test paper and I realized I didn't know many questions. So I closed my eyes and took the test. I had no hope and I didn't go to check my results, but the teacher said I passed with a good score. I believe now that God opened the way for me. I moved to Phnom Penh to study IT, but the tuition was free, but not the living cost. So I received help from French NGO called Aspeka, which provides accommodation and meal for poor students. However, while they provide free lodging, they only give me $30 a month for living expense. Out of that, I had to pay $5 for water and electricity, so I had to live $25 a month. With that money, I could only afford one lunch a day. But I had always hungry. No matter how hard I tried, I couldn't study well. And not getting through neutrals made me always sick. But I never missed school. Maybe that's why Pauline, the teacher in charge of the school, loved me, and even though my grades was not good. One day I found out they give the $30 at the end of the month. But there was 3 holidays, so the staff took advantage to 6 days off, includes a weekend. So I didn't get paid on time. And I nearly died of hunger for 6 days. I cried out to the sky, saying, "If there is a God, please let me eat 3 meals a day. I will dedicate my life to you. I can't survive anymore. I feel like I didn't have reason to live. I didn't know what to do. I have no one miss me if I die. Hope was disappeared from my life." Then one day, school director Pauline introduced me to the man named David, who could help me from the USA. Pauline said, "He seemed like a good man, but she was unsure to let me go in. She didn't know him well. However, I took the opportunity to go to the dormitory he organized. He asked me to regularly attend to the church for 1 year. So I went to the service, but I didn't understand the pastor's words at all during the sermons. Later, when I read the Bible, I realized that Jesus' words about having eyes that do not see and ear that do not hear refer to me. One day, I asked the elder, "Why you took such a good care of us when our family did not care for us at all?" He said he had a promise God that after retirement he would go to the most difficult place for preach the God's Gospels because of the grace he received from God. When I asked why he chose Cambodia, he said originally he wanted to go to Africa, but he felt God led him to save the people of Cambodia. When hearing that, I thought that God heard my crying when I was in a dead-end situation. At that moment, my heart is open, and I start to understand The pastor word. After a year, I accept Jesus as and baptized. I began a new life. Even in a world where it was hard for me to survive, I learned to talk out to others and teach gospel to children. And go in one step further, our GH schools, Generation Hope Schools, which start as a Sunday school in 2010 under the tree, has now grown into regular Christian school in 340 students in elementary, middle, and high school. I had become the principal of that school. There is no other way to explain this except through the grace of God. Now, I want to dedicate my life to sharing the gospel, fulfill Jesus' command. Amen. Please pray for me. Yes. Thank you for, and God bless you all.